Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the From the Back Tees podcast, the podcast from the Back Tees. My God, I didn't realize how long that song took to Apex, and it's still going. Zach, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. It's the final countdown. That's what I've been waiting for. I needed that in
My
my day.
goodness. Oh, I'm with you. Absolutely. Europe, a great band. I'd say that if they were to one-hit wonder like half all the music that is out there literally to mankind, but forget about it. What is the final countdown? To me, the final countdown is the Bethpage Black. But before all that, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Excited for a pretty good golf tournament, especially after last week was a bit of a snoozer. This one should be an exciting one with lots of big names.
Why was it a snoozer?
Team format, you know.
There's nothing. Well, I mean, team format is differente. I mean, exactly. But I mean, what was a snoozer about it? Honestly, I found it intriguing that, like we said in our last pod, where it's just kind of like, oh, these guys who we don't know if they have certain relationships or whatever, they're teamed up together and they wind up winning. It's just like who's to say they're not like best buds or whatever. I mean, I kind of found that like Rom won with who the hell? I mean, I already
Ram
forgot.
won with his buddy Palmer, making a couple
Where,
birdies here
is
and
it
there.
his buddy Palmer?
That's a good question. We don't know if they even talk to each other.
I've seen firsthand like some 18-year-old Chinese kid creep John Rahm out, so anybody can be his buddy or not his buddy, literally. So I mean, it's just it depends on how he's feeling. So
Very true.
I don't know. It's not gimmicky, the event, yes, but obviously, as Nolan asked, if they're going to give world golf ranking abundancy points to it and money obviously to it, that's a thing. I mean,
Yeah, lots of money. Lots of world golf points, exemptions.
look, I'm in my opinion, and you know what, you guys can throw it up to us at, and by the way, we're proud to be Michigan Sports Entertainment's golf podcast as always. I still hope, as always, I hope we always
That sounded
are.
very inspiring. That sounded very exciting.
For sure. Oh, for sure. No, you and I are here for each other at best and at worst. And at the same time, we like to just, mix up golf wise. That's why we're here. But that being said, I'm sorry, before the shameless plug, I forgot where I was going with that. Well, if you really think about it, not regardless of the silly season, or there's literally not 52 tournaments a year, but you got to have some format changes, right? I mean, we have the WGC match play, which is a blast, and the team play is a lot of fun, especially when they have entry music. Oh my goodness! And caddies singing some of the like JT Poston's boy. I forget his name. God, I forget his name.
It was
But he was
deja vu from a couple days ago.
Yes, yeah, yeah. But I mean, they the John Deere Classic is always referred to as one of the best stops on tour for a lot of the fans and the players or whatever. Every single place has its own thing for a lot of reasons, and I hate to say it because American or U.S. or North American golf is what it is with medal play and stroke play. We're kind of stuck in one format, and I hate to use the whole, like I told you, I'm still like kind of in a malaise about Tiger still winning, and I'm in a fog. It's easy for me to forget about these tournaments that are going on right now. Format be damned. I wish there were more format differences, really. And if they weren't, well, then let's not do it. Let's not go European Tour. Let's not have coverage. Let's just go MLB, and let's just, put handcuffs on everything and just play it according to arithmetic and not subtraction, multiplication, or division. What do you think?
Yeah, the European Tour, they definitely change it up. They got a lot going on. And I see now the LPGA Tour has some funky tournaments going on. I think they had one last week that was like half during the day and half at night.
What do you mean half at night?
They're playing
I
half.
I
Like,
apologize if I missed that. I mean,
I don't think it was too big of it. It might have been like the Symetra Tour, but they were playing part of their rounds like in the dark.
no kidding.
Yeah.
I know we were no pun intended, ladies. I really apologize, but we were busting balls about how the golf balls, when it comes to the night balls, the ones that light up do not perform obviously as good as your Pro V1 or your Tour Balata even. but I had no idea that they played a night event, so to speak. I mean, that's awesome. That's a lot of fun. I mean, not even if it's interactive with the fans. Really, isn't it all about TV? I mean,
Exactly.
that's what made, and people don't realize, Arnold Palmer. As much as we love him in America, and I dare anyone out there on Twitter to tweet at me anything that they think of that's just like, yeah, well, Arnold Palmer did this. Yeah, give me all your good Arnold Palmer stories. I have a few good ones myself. I have in the other room over there an autographed Arnold Palmer picture to myself that he gave me personally for Christmas in 2003. I didn't expect it, and it was under the tree when I got home from boot camp after Coast Guard boot camp in 2003. That's just how much of a saint he is. That guy was literally Santa Claus. That guy was amazing. And just being around him, it'd be like if he was like everyone's grandfather. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like a very earnest, nice, like, oh, the nicest guy in the room. Everyone just wants to be around the nicest guy in the room, and just happened to be this nice old soul who lasted forever, whatever. But Arnold Palmer was big in getting golf brought over in terms of the cameras over to America, like I've said before, and that's the most important thing. I mean, sorry, tangent on tangent. That's I love what the European Tour is doing. But if some people are still going to cling to, like the USGA said, we're changing these rules to speed up pace of play, and to like just there has to be a certain. It's like how I tell golfers when we look at our weather apps. It says, "Oh, it's a 50% chance of precipitation." Well, that doesn't mean that means there's a 50% chance it's going to rain on us. It could rain like a little misty bit or an inch, but it's a coin toss if it's gonna. It's a weird way to quantitatively respond to it. I don't know. I like the different formats.
Yeah, but I think the European Tour, everyone gives their whole like their big growth is because of these new formats, but I sort of think their biggest growth is because whoever is running their social media team is crushing it. They
for sure
mix it up. Plus, they have all these like YouTube videos that do great. Like I don't know if you saw the whole Andy Sullivan making a hole in one on the 500, all that kind of stuff. That's like fun for the normal fan to watch. It's more that.
That was very killer. I mean, there are some things out there that I think of, oh hell yeah, I thought of that first, or I'm like, oh, I wish I could have done this first or whatever. And that was one of those ones where it's just like, oh, Andy, that was beautiful. Like that was 5 stars across the board in terms of just how you advertise, market, grow the game, hashtag, quote unquote, et cetera, so forth. It was beautiful. It was great.
Yeah.
So we have now. Are you out of the Tiger fog? I'm sorry. Now that I'm
I think I'm through it.
Now that I'm officially a not Tiger man, and I have to take up that mantle. And I guess if we're gonna Zach, you like Tiger, right? Like you're one of those guys who obviously roots for Tiger every single major that he tees it up, and you think he's gonna win it, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not one of those guys. I guess this is how from here on out, like much like on PTI, which is Pardon the Interruption on ESPN in the USA, which is Entertainment Sports News Network on United States of America television, which is TV. Sorry,
the United States.
It's not that we have to have countering opinions, but at the same time, we still do. And guess what? This is how you forced our hand, everybody. Zack thinks Tiger's going to win every major he's going to tee it up in, and I'm going to promote that from here on out. And Zack is going to say, I think Tiger is going to literally drive off the cliff every single time he gets behind the wheel of a car, just on accident. I mean, and this is how we're going to go here from here forth. So, with that being said,
but I feel like
Wells Fargo Championship.
I feel like we could see. I feel like part of the reason is because maybe you were into golf, obviously, before Tiger. Tiger isn't what got you into golf. And I feel like if we're being honest, if there was no Tiger, I don't know if I'd be following golf. I can't say for sure I wouldn't, but he was definitely what drew me to watch.
That is, you know what? As much as I want to yell beautiful or you idiot or anything in between, you are exactly the reason why I still, no matter how much I want to fake hating Tiger or fake just not caring or whatever, exactly what you said is what gets people into the game when Tiger was hot. that got people into the game. And I'm sorry, if you're within the sound of my voice is within the sound of your ears right now, you're obviously into golf, so this doesn't matter to you. But guess what? When it comes to golf, we need people into golf. We need people buying golf memberships. We need people buying sets of golf clubs. We need people buying dozens of golf balls at Big Five Sporting Goods or where the hell ever. We don't care. That's the hashtag grow the game part. Tiger Woods, luckily, just because I grew up in a different household. I grew up in a very traditional, staunchy, purist, cool golf household like that. We were the Tom Watsons and the Johnny Millers.
It was a cool household.
Sure. But once Tiger Woods got on the block, it was amazing because it was just like, yes, now not only am I golfing, but all my friends are golfing too. Or at least all my friends are interested for 6 months, or at least they all want to tee it up for it and try it. Every single one of my friends played at least 1 year of high school golf because of Tiger Woods. And that's great. Even if that influx like $80 into like Walmart, for them like buying a set of clubs or whatever, just whatever. It all adds up to something. But Tiger Woods obviously has so many foundations. I mean, that I would never besmirch the man, but I mean, kind of jokingly going back to what I was saying earlier, if you and I have to take stances or whatever, yeah, I'll be, as they call it, like Camp Tiger, Camp Phil. I'll be Camp Phil all day. Hell yeah, I will. I know Phil personally. You know what? I'll drive down to California and seek him out and try and get his opinion on something. And you know what? There's a coin toss chance I might get it for you guys. So there you go.
Yeah, you didn't even have Tiger in your top 10 this week, or in your.
Actually, scald me on the ass. I didn't turn in a top 10 yet. I can do that as soon as we...
No, you had one from last week. You had a post-Masters one. Don't think you're getting out of it. You just didn't put Tiger there. People might be coming for you. That's all I'm saying.
No, good call. I could have sworn if I made a post-Masters one, which I did, if I didn't put Tiger in there, that was... I got to go back and look at my numbers. It's been a while. I mean... Shoot, dog, it's been 3 weeks. I remember because I was playing golf today at the same course where I was sitting watching on my phone, watching Tiger win the Masters. I was standing on the same tee box today going, hey, 2.5 weeks ago, I was ...
Oh, you
where
love
were you
Tiger.
when Tiger was watching the... Yeah, so I that was so long ago. Jeez, I'm so unplugged, man.
I think you love Tiger. You have all these distinct memories of remembering him win. Seems
I love Ben Franklin. I love George Washington.
You might be the biggest Tiger fan. I'm just saying.
Historian, per se. And, oh, Jesus, oh my God. Right now, Nolan is driving off the road right now, punching his dashboard.
Yeah.
Like screaming, no! You can't do that to the man. That is not fair.
Yeah, Jerry Wu might be coming.
Negative. No.
Never.
No. Look, if I were to... Okay. This is a funny side. Let me ask you, Zach Pencer. Do you know the TV show or whatever? It was on Comedy Central, so yes, it was a TV show. But you know the show Drunk History?
Nope.
Okay, well, I encourage you and any of your followers or my followers to watch it on any of your streaming services, which, by the way... If you just go download in your app store or whatever you have for your smartphone, it's called Just Watch. Yeah, that's what it's called. Hold on, let me just double check real quick because I don't want to make sure I'm a total idiot. Yeah, it's called Just Watch. You download Just Watch. It's a free app, and it's the app that can tell you where you can buy stuff, rent stuff, watch stuff for free or whatever. Drunk History is a hilarious show in that. Well, I won't tell you how it goes, but what I was going to ask you, and it's the same thing I would say, is in that, what would you find yourself an expert in? Because you just said you think I'm a Tiger guy. I'd be like, oh, okay. So I thought to myself, so if I was on Drunk History, I'd be like, hello, my name's Jerry Lou, and today I'm going to tell you about Tiger Woods. It'd be like, no. Some other, like, Tracy Morgan or somebody else should say that or whatever. Because if I was on Drunk History... I would literally have a 20-minute episode be like, hello, I'm Jerry Lou, and I'm going to tell everybody about how Hunter S. Thompson almost won Sheriff of Aspen, Colorado in 1969 by 20 votes, which is a real thing.
I don't know. I think what I know, this might surprise you, would be baseball statistics.
Well, it's now it's not even statistics. It's like come up with like a cool hidden story. I mean, or even just like, and it doesn't even have to be American. It doesn't have to be like pertinent to USA.
Well,
Serious? What?
how about
Okay,
hockey?
Zach, watch the show. The show is, pardon my French, not safe for work. The show is fucking dynamite. It's one of my top 5 favorite TV shows of all time. Is Drunk History, and I pride myself on some like good writing and good content. That show is hilarious because, and I'll tell you right now, well, it's like you and me talking right now, but you're the host and you're just sitting there drunk, and I'm drunk, but you edit out all your questions, and I'm sitting here telling you the story of, hello, my name's Jerry Lou, and I'm going to tell you how Abraham Lincoln got shot in the back of the head at Ford's Theater. And then next thing you know, it just like, what you see in the TV on Comedy Central is they have like a scene. It's like, so it's 1865. Like, as the guys or the storyteller is stuttering, the person on screen is acting the same way or whatever. It's brilliant. The actors are funny, and it's based off of all these people telling the stories are just they're not even D-list. They're F-list. Like, no, F-list would be like Poison. I'd say like it's like a malaise between D-list and F-list like actors. There are no fucking buddies of people. Nobody who ranks in nothing of ever. Like, when you see him in Drunk History, you're kind of like, hey, that guy's funny. What's he in? You go IMDb him. Nothing. They're like maybe a Verizon commercial. Nothing. They're in nothing. And, I mean, it's a good show, dude. Watch it. Drunk History. Worth your time. And I am not a Bible thumper, and that's what my term is I use for a lot of things. But it's like there's 3 or 4 or 5 TV shows out there that would probably, like, sit on someone's chest and, like, hit them in the face until they promise they'll watch it. That's one of them. Drunk History is a great TV show. It's tits, man.
Seems like a great show.
If you have the internet, it doesn't matter what country you're in, or if you're still getting cable A. I mean, come on.
Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't mean to upset you.
Which, by the way, I just went into a recent new deep dive into Trailer Park Boys. I love those guys. What got me into Trailer Park Boys was somebody said, like, oh, you like Trailer Park Boys? I'm like, nah, it doesn't suit my style. And somebody said, and this might sound racist, but it works in a positive way, folks. They said, oh, no, it's a bunch of Canadian guys that made a Canadian TV show. And I said, really? Where is it? Give it to me. Because every single Canadian comedy TV show that's ever happened ever has been brilliant. I'm sorry. You guys can at me on Twitter. You can send me bad examples all day. I dare you. Canada is comedy gold, everybody.
Yeah,
it just is.
We're great. Everything about us.
Well, no, careful. Because some of your, like, polite, endearing factors kind of come from the country where evidently a lot of my bloodline's from in Finland, because I guess I'm Finnish. And I guess they're evidently, like, the most progressive and, like, polite country on the planet. And I was just kind of like, more than Canada? Because Canada's pretty great. I mean,
Finns,
they're pretty,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Finns are polite people.
Anywho, sorry. So, where were we? Let's talk about the golf tournament coming up. It's at a golf course. The Wells Fargo Championship is at a golf course that a major was held at. Major or 2. What was it most recently? Yes, it was just 1.
By Justin Thomas at Bethpage Black.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yes, good call. It was 1 WON. I apologize, folks. I thought more than 1 major was there, but just 1 was there, and it was won by Justin Thomas.
No, there's been 3 majors there. It was just very bad synchronization by us.
Which were the other majors? Refresh me.
The 09 U.S. Open, won by Glover, and the 02 U.S. Open by your favorite golfer.
Oh, no,
wait,
I
no,
apologize.
we're doing Quail Hollow. My bad.
Yes, that's what I was referring to. Yeah.
We're going backwards.
You're good. Everyone's back on the road. They only swerve for a second. You're fine.
It's a good thing only my mother listens. She won't know.
Well, I'm laughing on behalf of my mother too because she listens and she bought a hat. I've seen proof, which means I need to buy a hat or 2 for myself.
Is she rocking it?
You know what? I don't know because as I played golf today, I played 18 holes at Banning Crossings, and when I went there, I bought a hat when I was there, and I hate to say it, it's just one of those things where it's like I want to have a million hats because I want to rep everybody and everything as much as I can. It's so
hats
tough.
are a good thing.
But all that being said, the T-shirt. Well, I'm not gonna say T-shirt per se. It is gonna be a T-shirt mostly. But this idea that Zach and I are working on right now. I mean, not to say
Fire.
I'm not teasing it too much or whatever, but I literally am about to like whatever purchase order Zach starts with. I'm thinking about just buying him out of it, just for me to personally own, to hand out, and to like promote for
You
like
know,
the
we could
next.
just send them to Bandit, eh?
No, not even. No, not even. I'm just saying. It just. You and I happen to come because I know you, and we have a certain fun rapport, like we do. We happen to come across something that I think could be like we just accidentally struck on some gold here. I mean, and you all see it. You all will see it. I mean, and if you don't, well, then I will buy enough of the shirts that will break even. I swear to Christ, I will. I will, because I love it that much. So, Quail Hollow. Only one major that we know of has been
One
played
major.
there. 2017 PGA Championship won by Justin Thomas, which was a tremendous win, by the way. I mean, that was the one where, well, didn't he like almost hole out with a 3-wood on the par 4 or something? Like it landed by the cup, and
Yeah.
he made the goal. And
That was
that was the shot where he has a quote that nobody really says too much. It's not one of those be the right one today, like Hal Sutton or whatever. He has a quote on that shot that I distinctly remember that nobody really ever says, that I kind of say sometimes, that I really enjoy, where when he hit that shot, because JT, he's almost like Hideki, where he just kind of like crumples up and you're like, oh, I don't know if he likes it or not. He crumpled up when he hit the shot, and then he said, be as good as you look. And I was like, whoa, what does that mean? Be as good as you look. That's fresh.
he has some great lines, JT.
That's that guy. Well, that guy's 24 karat. I mean, ever since he said once he said, "Be as good as you look," because it was funny when he hit it, he kind of froze, and I was just like, "Yeah." Then he literally like stopped and bent over the waist and held his club out, and he went, "Oh," for a second. I'm like, "Oh no!" And then he just went, "Oh, be as good as you look." I'm like, and I started to stand up from my chair. I'm like, "Wait, what? Wait, be as what?" And then it landed right next to the cup and bounced past the flag, and then that was so good.
He had one this year where he hit it on a par 4, and he goes hole in one right after he hit it, and it landed like a couple feet on a par 4.
Really? Oh,
I would have been
sorry.
all time if he called his hole in one.
I apologize. I missed that. I missed that part. So for the Wells Fargo Championship, Quail Hollow, it's a bomber's paradise. Who do you like this week? I mean, talk to me, Zack.
So this course, I think it sets up, for bombers, like you said. But I think accuracy definitely plays a part, and I think putting will be very minimalized.
Plays a part in every one of them. Not to cut you down, but come on.
Okay, fair point. But I feel like most people look into Quail, and it's just like you just bomb it down there. That's all that matters. Cam Champ's gonna win, He'll bomb it 350
but isn't
yards.
that like Brooks' course? I mean, that's Brooks Koepka. Come on, that was his course.
Yeah, but my pick. Want me to go with my winning pick or my sleeper pick?
Well, whatever order you'd like, Senior.
I will go with my winner's pick at 12-1. Ricky Fowler.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's Zack didn't necessarily steal the puck for me on that one, but that was that's fair.
First come, first serve. That's how it works.
That's true. No, that's totally. He sent me that. Oh God, you sent me that text right when I was teeing off this morning at like 10:30. I'm just like, God.
I was strategic, so I knew you couldn't get ahead of me.
You had no idea, but bully on you. That was
so
good on
he actually won his first tournament here back in 2012. He came 4th in 2016. He is yet to miss a cut this year. He led after 54 holes in 2016. He's basically dominated Quail throughout his career. At the PGA Championship, he had a good showing.
Fair.
I'm pretty sure he came top 5. He might have come 4th, but I'm almost sure he came top 5. And he's already won this year and has a second place finish. And most of the top guys aren't in it, except for I shouldn't say most. I'd say half the top guys aren't in it.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so I mean, I'll give you my long shot right away, right off the bat. The baby bull himself, Bo Hostler, at 175 to 1. Are you kidding me?
The
I mean,
Hoss.
this is a gunslinger's delight. I mean, come on. Once I asked you now, I'm not gonna, because for that's how cool we are, folks. And we're not gonna give you all the insights, but I rattle off like 3 or 4 names to Zach right before this because we were kind of doing this on the fly, and I didn't have the right technology in front of me, and he was giving me numbers. And right when Bo Hostler came out, I just thought, no, 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 that's the guy at 175 to 1 payoff.
Not
I
bad.
hope. I hope. I hope so.
Okay, so we're going in some funky order here. So now I'll give my long shot.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go
Exactly.
with
Go. Wait. By the
Mr.
way, this
Burns.
is funky. You're gonna enjoy it.
Sorry,
Well, oh, wait. Who's your long shot? I'm sorry.
Mr. Burns. Isn't that the guy's name from The Simpsons? I'm no Simpsons expert, but
Montgomery Burns.
Montgomery Burns. No, this is Sam Burns though. 5 straight cuts. His last 3 finishes, he's come 9th, 23rd, and 12th. His last 3 solo starts, not including the Zurich, because do we really count that? Probably not.
No shit. What are his odds?
His odds are 110 to 1.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Really?
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
Man, Vegas. Dude, whoever's in charge of that, Vegas is paying attention. That's kind of meager. I
Yeah,
thought
that's,
he would. Oh, I was hoping you would say it was a lot bigger than that. Oh,
no, they're
no.
pretty sharp on it. But I feel like no huge long shots could win here. I feel like this is usually a tournament where, like, it's usually a top guy. So even Burns, I'd more be
Yeah.
betting, like, those each ways for a top 5 or something. He's
Oh,
18th in
yeah. Oh,
driving distance.
hey, no doubt about it. I can get behind you on that 100%.
So who's your pick
Shucks.
to win?
Well, see, listen. I did all of this to lead it up to this way, just to sizzle your grits. But I got Hideki at 20 to 1.
Oh, man, that's my guy. And he did so well
Yeah,
at the PGA Championship 2 years ago.
and here we go. He's that's the reason why he's up there at very 20 to 1 is very slim,
Oh,
folks.
he's the best.
There are my God. I mean, Zach, fill some fat here, but I mean, no, excuse me. There's only 4 golfers who have better odds than Hideki
Yeah.
this week, right? I mean,
I guess
I
Webb
know.
has the same. Depends where you look.
Well, I got Rory 6 to 1, Justin Rose 12 to 1, Fowler 12 to 1, Jason Day 10 to 1. That's 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, what do you have
4,
Webb at?
22.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that fluctuates. Yeah, poor Webb. I was thinking about Webb. Oh yeah, sorry Webb, you were left off. But that's just kind of how you're like Charles Howell III. That's you just kind of how you go on to your millionaire
Hideki's a
lifestyle.
better pick than Webb, though, because, I mean, it's Hideki. He's the best.
Yeah, but I did have CH3 for a second because he was 40 to 1. But in my system, he was actually the 8th best player in the field this week, and I just couldn't buy into it. I just couldn't do it, folks. And like I said, to sizzle Zach's grits, I said, well, give me Hideki Matsuyama.
Something I've also noticed is the guys who do well on the first 2 rounds of the tournament get a lot more, like, respect odds-wise than the guys who do well on the last 2 rounds. Like, Hideki's been having great results, and he's been, like, backdooring top 10s all season. But because he's not leading after round 1, people seem to exclude him from having any chance to win.
Well, what's your definition of respect? I mean, you and I are not standing there like Happy Gilmore and those guys with the gold jackets at the bar at the club or whatever. So we don't know what respect is, or like the hobnobbing or.
No, I mean, but
what,
I feel like when you
what do
hear all the buzz, you hear all the buzz about the guys who are, like, leading the first round every single tournament and then blow it, more so than the guys who start off poorly and then dominate at the end.
Christ, well, wait. I think that's just no. First and foremost, I can't speak to the second thing you said, which is great. But the first part really is No, that I think that just speaks to like overall pressure to sports in general, man. I mean that's just kind of the way it goes. Take it from this half-ass athlete. I mean, I find every excuse or reason to choke or whatever. And you know what happens when you're leading early and you lose it? Yeah, that's exactly one of them. I mean, just,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. But more to my reason of why I think Hideki's still been one of the best golfers out there, even though he hasn't won anything this year.
well, you know what? I hear you. There's nothing, but I also think there's nothing to do with that. There's picking the right person at the right time and right place, and that's what this is. And maybe some people will hear what we're saying, and maybe they'll put some money on it. Maybe they won't. Who cares? But if they don't put any money on it, like I'm not doing, and then our picks happen, and it's correct, then I'll think I'm a wizard. Everyone will think I'm a wizard. You'll think I'm a wizard. I'll think you're a wizard. Whatever. Who cares? I
It's
mean,
true.
come on.
You're not wrong.
All I've done so far is predicted that no, nothing.
What you've just predicted Tiger's never gonna win, eh?
Hey, shut up. No. You and I had not met in terms of my opinion on Tiger Woods was always was, and I need to recalibrate it, is that I knew he'd win one more major for sure, and then after that, nothing. And I remember when you, me, and Nolan had our podcast, I distinctly said, and I meant this, in that Tiger had a pep in his effing step when he was, like, charging off and winning the Masters. That it wasn't the body language or body English of a man who was going to just win one more major unless he was going to retire right there. And he didn't. So, Tiger, in my opinion, and this is coming from a non-Tiger man, as I say, I don't know how many he could win. I really don't. It could be one more, two more, three more, five more. I don't know. I really don't know. It's going to be exciting though, and that's the best part. Is yeah.
How many
So
tournaments a year do you think he's gonna play?
well, I don't even know off the top of my head what he plays to begin with in terms of
He
his
typically
normal
plays
routine.
around like 16 to 20. Or I guess he used to. I guess we haven't really seen what he plays because he's been injured so much.
Jeez, 20 sounds like a lot. Once I tried to break it down in my head for Tiger, I'm just kind of like, oh my god, poor man.
No, he won't do that. Maybe he's gonna start playing 4 tournaments a year.
Oh no, that was just me being a wiener. I was just kind of like, oh my god, poor Tiger. He's
20
playing 1/3
tournaments.
of the year. The poor bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. Oh my god. See, I'm not even. That's why it's like I'd make a good like agent or publicist because like I don't care about you, but I want to make sure you're okay and make sure your career's okay. So
Yeah, it's a tough gig, playing golf for a living. Rough. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Unfortunately, we lost the last 10 to 15 minutes of the recording where we had not only a Canadian fun fact of the week that you will not want to miss out on, but we also had a 10-minute preview of the PGA Championship. Luckily, me and Jerry are announcing that we're going to be doing a full length episode similar to what we did for the Masters, previewing the PGA Championship. So we hope you send in questions to us via the Twitter at From the Back Tees. We hope you subscribe, and we'll get back to talking golf with you guys on Saturday.